We are reading Chocolate Fever for your summer book. You're on Chapter 9, Hijacked. Mac doused the cab lights and reached for the switch that would start the diesel. But at that very moment, a loud voice from the darkness outside the truck called, "Reach for the sky! Don't make a move! Hands up! We've got you covered!" Mac froze at the wheel. Henry's heart leaped up into his throat, ricocheted around, and settled back down in his chest again. Two men jumped up into the truck, one on each side. Each man carried a small blue revolver. The guns were pointing straight at Mac. After a moment, Mac found his voice. "What is this?" he said. The man on Mac's side of the truck, the one with the mustache, replied, "This, sir, is a robbery, a pickup, a hijacking. In fact, Section 3, Part 4 of the Criminal Code, seizure of cargo of goods from a vehicle or vessel on the roads or waterways." "Oh," said Mac. "Right, Louis," said the man on Henry's side of the truck. He was the smaller of the two thieves, and instead of a mustache, he wore horn-rimmed glasses and a lopsided smile. "I'm Lefty. He's Louis," the man went on. "People get us mixed up sometimes, but I don't know why. My name is Henry Green, and this is Mac." "Pleased to meet your acquaintance, I'm sure," said Louis, "even under these unfortunate circumstances." Polite as they seemed, Lefty and Louis were still pointing their guns at Mac and Henry. "You sure you want to do this?" Mac asked slowly. He seemed puzzled by the hijackers. "I think you're going to be in a whole lot of trouble." "Trouble?" said Louis. "You will be in trouble if you don't do exactly what I say. Now climb up to the bunk up there, both of you, so we can get on with this job." So Lefty and Louis. Henry did as he was told, with Mac following slowly behind him. Mac was getting angry, Henry could see, but when he spoke, his voice was calm. "I don't suppose it would do you much good to tell you are definitely breaking the law," he said. Louis laughed. "Breaking the law, mister? We are fracturing it." And with that, Lefty jumped into the driver's seat. Louis took his place beside him, and the truck began to roll. Mac still had something on his mind, and above the roar of the motor, he called down to the pair of thieves, "You better stop now. I think you're making an awful mistake." "There's no mistake about it," Louis called back over his shoulder. "We know exactly what we're doing. We're hijacking a cargo of expensive furs." Mac looked dumbfounded at this last piece of news. Furs. Furs? And with that, he started to laugh. Great gusts of laughter poured out of Mac. He doubled over one or two times, and finally tears came from his eyes and rolled down his cheeks. "Oh, Lord," he cried. They think they're stealing furs." And the more Mac laughed, the more concerned Louis became. He signaled Lefty to stop the truck, and when he did, turned to look back at Mac in a low voice. "No furs?" Mac, taking care to keep a straight face, simply answered, "No furs." "Then what?" Louis began, as Mac interrupted. "Candy bars," Mac shouted, the laughter beginning again. "Candy bars." "Oh no," Louis cried. "Chocolate bars with almonds." "Nuts?" "Some without nuts." "What are we going to do with a load of chocolate bars, genius?" Lefty demanded of Louis. "And some with crunch, and some without crunch." "Chocolate bars? I can't believe it," Louis grumbled. "You said the job would be like taking candy from a baby. But chocolate bars? And some with caramel?" As Mac continued his roll call of various kinds of candy the truck carried, the two thieves sat silent in the front seat, staring at each other. It was plain that they were amazed. After a while, Lefty spoke. "What do we do now?" "I don't know, but I'll think of something. Meanwhile, let's get the truck to the hideout." and some of it with peanut butter, but none of it was furs, he said. With Mac's laughter ringing in their ears, the unhappy thieves looked glumly ahead as the truck rumbled through the night. So they expected to get furs, but they got candy bars. I would rather get candy bars, but for thieves, that means they're not going to make very much money. How are you enjoying the story? We will do I can't even remember what chapter we're on. We will do chapter 10 next time. So I hope you're following along. I hope you're enjoying the story. And I hope your summer is great. I hope you're not just reading books all summer long. However, reading books is a good adventure if you can't get away for the summer. So have a good night. I hope that you have sweet dreams, and I hope you enjoy the story. I'll see you next time.